Say hi to the internet.
Hi, internet.
Hi, internet. It's a horrible angle of me.
It's not a terrible angle. There are no terrible angles.
We just started taping. It's halfway through our shift.
Yeah.
And like we finally got some time to stop and get something to eat and drink at 7-Eleven. By the way, don't ever drink Arizona tea or anything from a can ever again. I'm going to put the video of the cockroach in my tea up later on. Thank you. It was disgusting. So, I don't know whether to put up the bug in my tea video or not. We've had a very kind of long night. It's been kind of boring and just been depressed and feeling sick. And James has been sitting there. He drew a on a hand balloon for all the folks at home. Look at James's awesome drawing skills.
I am an artiste.
He's a rooster. Kind of.
I'm a rooster.
He kind of looks like it's almost like Doug from. You remember Doug from Nickelodeon? Does anybody remember Doug and Quail Man? Quail Man. And with all the powers of the quail, whose his weakness was radioactive chimneys from the planet Bob.
Wow, you remember a lot more specifics than I do.
I do, and his love interest was Patty Mayonnaise. Roger was his arch enemy.
He was green.
His best friend was Skeeter.
Yeah.
Who was blue.
Yeah.
His dog's name was
Pork Chop.
I do remember that.
What was the name of the burger place, right?
Yeah.
I forget what it was though.
You remember Rocco's Modern Life?
I do remember Rocco's
Modern Life.
Real Monsters.
Oh my God, the
We're
claymation.
doing a 90's trip right now.
Oh, all that.
All that.
And Good Burger. Cal loves orange soda.
I do.
It's true. Oh, salute your shorts.
Nobody could put together that freaking silver monkey.
Yeah, it was always so hard.
It's like really big to small. It's very easy. I got stressed. That's fine. Whatever.
What about Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh, dude.
I loved those.
Dude, some of those would scare the crap out of me.
Those are really good. Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I can remember one very specifically. The camera that when you took pictures would show you how you were gonna die. I distinctly remember not being able to sleep after that one.
I remember the one where it was the wizard wand, and it looked like two pieces. Like it looks like somebody took one of those plastic ficuses and chopped the top off of it, and it was just like the branches entwined.
They drew the sand or whatever that was at the fire to make it.
Yeah. Or do you remember the one where it was like the dead people in the mist coming to take back all their possessions?
Yeah.
It reminded me like the mist movies, like all the movies with mist, very much remind me of that.
I really liked the Mist when they did Stephen King. Stephen King's The Mist?
Yeah, well, which one? There was like there's been a couple of
locked in a shopping mall.
That was a freaky one, and then like spoilers, the 4 to 5 people that get in the car die at the end, and then the crazy like church religious lady, she's on the truck as they drive by with the military, and she's like, ha bitches died.
Don't they all shoot themselves or something?
No, they like crash and die.
Is that what it was?
I think it was
shot themselves. Whatever. And then it's like moments after they die, the military comes back.
Yeah, with flamethrowers and shit. Yeah, I'm still debating on whether to put the like 20-second video of the cockroach falling out of my Arizona tee online with the photos. So I might put that up eventually. Let's see how much we've done about 7 minutes of just talking.
Just now?
Yeah, just now. Maybe 6.
90's tripping.
Yeah, 90's tripping. Let's look up some of the other good 90's shows.
This is all that. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Gonna take your order.
90's Nick shows. Let's see. Rugrats.
Oh, Rugrats.
I loved Rugrats.
Dude, I read a thing that totally shattered my perception of Rugrats.
It was like Doctor Who. Tommy was Doctor Who.
Well, he did always have that screwdriver.
And they had Daleks in an episode in a toy store.
No, they said something about like Tommy was a stillborn, and I forget. They had like a whole show with like the adult's fictional mind or Angelica's fictional mind or something. Yeah,
okay.
I'll look it up.
Real monsters. Ooh, The Adventures of Pete and Pete. That was a good one. I liked that. It was the two brothers. All that. Allegra's Window. Allegra's Window. Let's click on that and see what that one was. It was a live-action puppetry. Allegra's Window is a children's television series.
You ready for it here?
Well, I'm trying to figure out what the hell this one was. Allegra, the main protagonist of the series, she's 3 years old and just learned about the world outside of her home, and as such is often quite naive. I don't remember this.
This is the Rugrats theory. The Rugrats really were a figment of Angelica's demonic and unimaginable imagination. Chucky died in 1997 along with his mother. That's why Chaz is such a nervous wreck all the time. Tommy was born in 2000 but was a stillborn. That's why Stu is constantly in the basement making toys for the son who he never had a chance to live. The DeVilles had an abortion in 2001, whether it would be a boy or a girl, thus the twins. As for all grown up, the teenagers, Angelica became addicted to various narcotics, which further aggravated her schizophrenia, bringing her back to her childhood and thus the creation she obsessed over.
Wow. I actually read something a while ago, like Winnie the Pooh was actually Christopher Robin's, like, he was schizophrenic. Each one of the stuffed animals represented an aspect of his personality.
My number is
But you remember Cat Dog?
Cat Dog!
Cat and Dog. Alone in the world is a little cat dog.
8464.
Cat and Dog.
We can have
apparently they did a Charlie Brown and Snoopy show back in the 90's on Nickelodeon. Clarissa Explains It All. There was one, The Secret World of Alice Mack. Does anybody remember this one?
That one.
It was like she was walking down the road one day and there was a car accident with a vehicle from a company. They were dumping some illegal chemicals or something. And she got doused in it, and she could like telepathically move things with her mind.
Could she turn into a puddle or
She
something?
could turn into a puddle.
Right.
And she could do some other.
What about Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
I watched almost every episode of that up until the college years. What was Alice Mack's powers? Alex Max is an average. She was portrayed by Larissa Olenek. Alex is an average teenager in Paradise Valley. Ooh. Everything was named something Valley. Power Rangers. It was Sunny Valley. While walking home from the school, she's nearly hit by a truck carrying GC161. Oh, and remember her sister was like a super genius. And is doused with it, thus giving her extraordinary powers. Some of the powers she gained include levitation and turning into a puddle.
A puddle.
She turned into a puddle.
But she can make other people turn into a puddle too. I remember that from one of the episodes.
As long as they were like touching her.
Yeah,
or something.
touching her. Yeah.
Do you remember? Well, we talked about Legends Edition. It was like a game show-ish kind of thing, I think it was.
Yeah, we're topped off already.
Wienerville is an American television program on Nickelodeon that was produced in 1993 and 1997. The show was based around a giant puppet stage, which was designed to look like a city called Wienerville. The show is hosted by Mark Wiener. Oh, he was Mark Wiener. I think he was the one that did what was it? It was Tag Team or no? Apparently he only did Wienerville. I thought he had done. I thought he had done the
Well, you were wrong.
the flag. You have to go through all the gack and stuff and pick the giant nose. I might be wrong.
God. The one where you could
British
the
Mouse,
physical challenge.
and he was a secret agent. He had an eye patch and like cool gadgets. Oh, did you watch the Wild Thornberries?
Yeah.
She was like gifted by a shaman to be able to witch doctor
Yeah.
to be able to understand animals. So she could, her chimpanzee companion was this douchey British guy. Her sister was this punk rocker.
That crazy kid too.
Yeah, the crazy wild boy child.
Yeah.
What about Count? It was like Count Dracula, but he was a duck. It looked like that. You can see it.
I guess because it ran through the 90s.
Huh. What about Animorphs? Did you ever watch Animorphs?
Yeah, I had some of those figure.
I had a couple.
action figures.
I had a couple of those books. The Journey of Alan Strange.
It does sound fun.
Did 3 seasons, 57 episodes. American television series was aired in Nickelodeon's SNCC block of programming for the 3 seasons from 1997 to 2000. The series follows the story of young Zelix, a young Zelix alien who is stranded on Earth and meets up with her young brother Josh and their father Ken. The family eventually adopts him, giving him the name Alan Strange. He has extraordinary powers, including the ability to turn himself into his alien form, which allows him to hover. He uses his abilities to bring a mannequin in a sporting goods store to life. This animated mannequin poses as his Earth father Manfred for events like parent-teacher conferences. He also possesses extremely fast by simply placing his hand on the cover of books, which is a power that, if I remember correctly, was premiered in a movie called Meteor Man.
Don't know that.
It was pretty funny. This business kind of guy, gets hit by a meteor. Like, it's much like the meteor actually hunts his ass down. Like, he's in the street, and he's like, oh, look, a shooting star. Only it's not shooting, and he starts running from him, and the meteor hunts his ass down. And it hits him, and he gets taken to the hospital, and all these chunks of green rock, my arm's getting tired, start absorbing into his skin, and his wounds start closing up, and they release him, or they hold him for observation overnight, and he starts being able to see through walls and hear things, and they release him back home. So a medical text with his elbow by accident. One of the students touches it with it, and he absorbs all the knowledge for like a minute, but then it's all gone.
Huh.
And one of the other things, like, he goes home and he has a dog, and suddenly the dog's talking English to him.
What?
Yeah, it was really weird. He could fly and he's invulnerable, and he used his powers, the more like his powers disappeared, because you took a photo of him, and in the photo he appears as just an outline with green. But then you take a photo of him later and you can kind of see some of them. So
Interesting.
yeah, the more he used his powers, the more he lost them. Oh, this inner city thing, they were trying to grow vegetables and stuff, so he goes there and he puts his hands in the ground, and the next day, like 6 foot tall zucchinis are sprouted. From back in the day.
With that full haircut.
Does anybody remember this show? I do remember it. This was like the precursor to all that. I remember most of the actors on this got on all that after the show was canceled. So we're gonna end the vlog today by seeing how far me and James can blow up these gloves. All right, we're gonna put it right there. And we're gonna lean in, and we're gonna blow the gloves up and see how big we can get. Sounds like mine might have a hole in it. Oh, dang it! Sorry.
Don't hyperventilate.
Uh-oh. You're ripped right there, right along the index finger. James is still going with his. Come on. It's. I should note that James's is an extra large, or is a large, while mine was an extra large. Oh, yours was an extra large? Okay, both of ours were extra large. Mine failed. Keep going. Holy crap. Well, that's the end of the vlog for tonight. Bye, Internet!
Index finger, it's the index finger of the weekend. Bye!